Hi everyone, this is a full Auto Plus run of Act 3 Chapter 6.2 in the Lufenia Plus featuring Leila. And very quickly about the setup before starting the fight, as you can see, it's quite important to actually unequip Leila's EX as well as Garnet's EX skill as well. Besides these two, you can equip everything else. You do not need to unequip any passives, and as you can see with Tifa, you do not need to unequip any skills. Alright, so with that, let's head on to the battle. So just a brief explanation about the setup and a little bit about this fight as well. The reason why I unequip Leila's EX is because unfortunately her EX is fast charging, and under normal circumstances her EX charges with just one skill use. This leads to the Auto Plus AI selecting LD, EX, LD, EX, LD, EX 4 times before using her S1 and S2, and this actually leads to her very important overhead running out before she can reapply it with her S2. In some of my tests so far, equipping her EX leads to a very risky situation at about 49% HP, where Leila will have to tank some attacks without her overhead present. So to make it a little bit more consistent, unequipping her EX allows her to quickly burn off all her LD skills at the start, and then she will cycle through alternating between her S1 and S2, therefore maintaining all her important buffs for the majority of the fight. Garnet's EX is more straightforward. The only reason I remove Garnet's EX is because it's an instant turn move, and it will quickly burn off her overhead much more quickly than if you unequip her EX. Coming to this fight, the key is to actually have one unit that can actually taunt the boss or inflict the lock-on debuff, as well as having that unit having 100% evasion, because most of the attacks on this fight is single target and none of the attacks are guaranteed hit. The recast attack as well as the orb trigger attack are both AoE attacks, but if one of the 3 party members are evading the attack anyway, it will do significantly lesser damage. The evasion is also quite important because it upticks the orb, and of course having someone with a 100% evasion makes it significantly easier. There are some key units here besides Leila. You can also consider 8 because he has the lock-on debuff and he has a 100% evasion. Galuf is also another possible choice, although some of the attacks on this stage are magical nature and Galuf doesn't have 100% evasion versus magical attacks. Prompto is also another good choice because Prompto also has evasion and he can also inflict lock-on debuff on the fight, so if you're lacking any other evasion unit you didn't pull for Leila for whatever reason, I think 8 and Prompto are great choices to use on this fight. Anyway, coming back to this party and this Auto Plus fight, at the start of the fight, this party will quickly burn down the boss to 79%, mainly because the AI will be choosing Garnet's PT Plus as well as everyone's LD as the priority attack, and typically these are their hardest hitting attacks. So bringing the boss down to 79% will happen pretty quickly, and that will also lead the Lufenia Orb to disappear, which also means that you shouldn't really be seeing Starfall Plus, which is the Orb trigger attack, with the Auto Plus team from 100% to 79%. This may become an issue at the 49% mark because at that point Tifa will really be hogging quite a lot of turns with her instant turn battle cry and her EX delaying the boss, so you would expect to see 1 or 2 Starfall Plus later in the fight, but it really isn't an issue because Leila will be evading the attack and it wouldn't really deal a lot of damage to the party anyway. Ideally also, you want to try to bring the boss to 29% before Garnet's BT aura expires, because at 29% the boss will use Curse, which inflicts 5 framed debuffs on all your party members, and Garnet's Immaculate Judgment, which is her BT expiry attack, actually cleanses all debuffs from the party. And I'm not sure whether this will be consistent, but luckily enough in this particular Auto Plus run, as you can see soon, I hit 29% right here, and that is also the turn where Garnet's PT Plus expired. So what happened is boss uses Curse Plus, everyone gets debuffed, and then Garnet uses Immaculate Judgment and cleanses all the debuffs immediately, which is really fortunate. Right here, I unfortunately had to eat a star 4 plus, but really as you can see, it's not really big a deal because Leila evades the attack and cuts down the damage significantly, and right after she used her counter attack orders, which also heals the party back up to full, so you don't really have to worry about the orb. Even if it expires, as long as you have Leila, you should very comfortably tank the attack and instantly heal to full. Anyway, that's it for this run. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you did enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lithuania fight. Bye!